blackfilm.com. Hi, ladies.
Hi,
Hi, how
good.
are
How are
you?
you?
I'm well, thank you. I loved every part of Really Love. I found the marriage between the writing and the visual storytelling to be incredibly poetic and breathtaking. So my question is, what informed the labor of love? Because that's what it felt like to me. And what informed your collaboration to bring this to life? And we'll start with you, Angel, sorry.
Um, well, Felicia was sent to me, came to me. We met through a mutual friend at a barbecue. And it's funny because that friend, Kelly Thomas, had been trying to introduce us because we were both in LA and both from Baltimore. And I believe she had just moved there at the time.
Yeah.
And we finally were in the same place at the same time. And we just started talking, casually. And she told me that she had written this script and she described it as like a Love Jones meets Blue Valentine set in DC. And I was like, what? And so she sent it to me and I read it in one sitting. And then we had dinner and, she was like, I want you to direct this film. She really resonated with my sensibility from my short films and also because of, just our connection to home. And that just began the journey, and it really was a labor of love.
I don't think we can put into words how much of a labor of love this film has been. I mean, there were many no's along the way, people saying that Black people didn't want to see a romantic drama. There were so many challenges of it being an independent film. And but we would always say that this was definitely the little film that could, and it was going to find its way. And that's exactly what it's doing. And I think it's also because we had this intention of wanting to show beautiful Black people on screen as full and complex and complicated and loving. And that intention, I think holding tight to that intention helped us to make it here.
I've been praying for a love story emotionally comparable to Love Jones, and Really Love superseded my hopes. So thank you for creating this. One of the many things that stood out was the use of color in this film. I felt like the color had its own story and it paired well with the idea of love. How did you go about creating that sort of vision with color, Angel?
Oh, thank you for that. I mean, that's a high compliment. I don't even know if I can receive it because Love Jones is a reference for me still. But thank you. I mean, the color was very intentional, just amongst my collaborators, my cinematographer, my production designer, my makeup department head. We and my costume designer, we all sat down and we talked about color and what different colors represented emotionally. And I really wanted, we all wanted to be really intentional about those choices and how we could have them mirror what was happening in terms of the love story. And it ended up just being one of the things that I'm the most proud of in terms of the film, because you have these, rich and lush colors on these Black people whose skin is just glowing and that summer heat, and I really wanted to embrace. I had long conversations with my makeup department head about just embracing like that dew, and she did, and she made it look incredible. And so all of those things, we talked about at length.
Felicia, anything to add to that? Okay. So, thinking of your leading stars, Kofi and Yutha, I mean, did you know going into this that they would be the two mains, or rather, how did that come about that they ended up being the main characters?
I didn't. And the casting process was so magical. I mean, I got to meet so many incredible Black actors. I mean, actors who have been on my, vision boards when I was in film school. And Kofi and Yutha both came to me. Kofi came, and I met him. And the first time we met, after we left the casting office, we went out to dinner and sat and talked for 5 hours just about life and love and art and music. And I was just like, who are you? And then we brought Yuta in. I mean, it was, we all knew, like my producers, I looked at my producers, it's also just like, you know, this team of women, and then Charles King, like amongst all of those women. But I turned around and looked at them, and they were all just like speechless. And I, you know, I look at them now and I'm so grateful that they trusted me completely.
Listen, thank you so much to both of you for creating a timeless body of work. I will take this film with me in my spirit for the rest of time. And thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.